Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Very Sky Rita Lee's video blog. I'm your host, Very Sky. Please excuse me. My hair looks kind of like crappy and etc. etc. I just got up from a nap, alright? I finally got a nap, I should say. So I wanted to thank you all for tuning in on the Friday night's edition. I told Zoe I was going to. Higgins, I told do not swat the bear. Of course, or not swat the bear, but don't wake the bear. And then I told Zoe, even though Zoe's like, oh, it's almost midnight here. Actually, Zoe didn't tell me what time it is there. You know. But anyways, I keep telling Higgins, don't wake the bear, and he's like, Zoe, of course, said something to me about what's taking too long or yada yada yada. The thing is I was sleeping okay. I was arranging for stuff. So, anyways, I want to thank Piper again for the gift card. Anyone wants to donate to our funds for tools and stuff? We're going to be testing out different radios, etc. So, that is something I want to thank Piper for. Higgins, of course, don't poke the bear. Apparently, I just got out of bed, so I got to make sure the rent's covered, or whatever. Chloe's being a complete ass. I hate when Chloe's an ass. I mean, literally, she wants to prep, right? But she doesn't want to do anything. So you know what? I'd rather because I think she wants to kill me in case there's a war thing. So, anyways, she screwed up already today. But the coffee. Hey, what's up, huh? Water ball's empty. Oh, I see that. Let's fill it up so when people don't think you're being neglected. Just slurped up your last water, huh? I bet you that's what you really wanted this morning, scooting around. And I saw it earlier. It was full. Okay, yeah. Yeah, have a drink. Have 2 drinks. Have 3 drinks, little doggy. Okay, so I need to find my coffee cup this morning. Early, it's coffee time with Rita, but coffee time with Rita includes, but not limited to, my giant cup still dirty. Chloe keeps frickin' screwing it up somehow. So I asked her about milk earlier, and she's like, yeah, we'll go to the store, really. So Chloe's on the way to the store because she's complaining, right? Little Chloe. That this place needs to be clean, she doesn't want to do it, so you know what? We're gonna be talking about prepping tools today. A lot of prepping tools. Ugh. Okay, I'm having my morning coffee in me. I took a nap. I actually finally got some sleep, probably about 5 hours. It's not bad, 5 hours. The bear did get some sleep. I was handling an interview setup for this coming week, for Zoe. Of course, Zoe, doesn't realize I go above and beyond everyone's expectations, and I'm going to be swatting at the bear is going to be swatting at Higgins. So Higgins got this grandiose idea what a Baofeng will do, right? Well, anyways, so I contacted a friend of mine, Reverend Mike. One of the updates for you. I'll give it out of your way now. And Mike is going to do something nice for you all. He's going to be joining us for several hours of his free time. Check the comments. I know we don't have any free time. And he's going to be talking about his favorite hobby, Russia. Now, I was on Skype this afternoon. I do Skype one-on-one. Zoe should realize I do Skype. I have a Skype account. Zoe wants to show me a pretty face without being, don't have to be secret. Or as they say, my Jenny can marry me. Then, jokingly, then she could see me on Skype. I was on Skype with Mike today. He was showing me his little radios and how the ham works. And he also has a computer program. He was talking to a guy from Russia, actually. A guy actually that has, Apparently, Russia's really stringent when it comes to ham radio operators. Apparently, they're like really frowned upon, due to the fact, But he was talking about how we could talk to people on the space station, and so let's go over the comments. I snacked on too many calories. I pigged out on Nilo. Well, you know what? Even if you pigged out, Zoe, I'm not going to let you leave early. I came on specifically for you. I don't even have to be here. Remember, Friday nights is only chosen by discussion. I went yesterday. Fortunately, I'm waking up and Chloe's complaining about, it reminds me. You're not going to, that's not an excuse to fail on the Rita. The Rita just got here. I do have an update for you that you might be of an interest. I should get that out of the way momentarily, Zoe, but let's go over to the grocery store. Boneless rib steaks. So rib steaks are on sale currently. Shrimps, a pound of shrimp, $24 a pound now. Damn, that's expensive. Hamburger, there's some hamburger, I was telling Chloe I could really crave a hamburger, but salad dressing, pancake mix, that baby loaf of cheese is on sale. That ain't bad if you get the basic cheddar for $9.99. I like the what do you call it? The old man was talking to me the other day about this. What was he talking about? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it had to do with the food. He was like, "Oh yeah, the food's really good," and hopefully Chloe doesn't fucking keep spending my money. That fucking cunt will spend my money and then won't bring me the receipt. So no offense to the word for any of you out there. I'm kind of waking up anyways, but still. Anyways, I got a update for Zoe on Higgins, old boy. So Higgins gets a phone call this morning, like 1 minute to 8, right? So I called him up earlier, later, right after his appointment. He was talking about how he wanted to go back to bed, but he had some questions. You see, well, he was waiting for SSI, the state of Michigan, finally got him his disabled cash assistance. The lady's like, well, to get cash assistance, you have to apply for this, apply for this, apply for this. It doesn't apply if you're disabled, yada, yada, yada. But, you got to go to doctors and all this crap. So Higgins don't know the outs and ends of it. But he got approved for his cash assistance yesterday. His food stamp staying the same as long as, but apparently as of tomorrow, they're supposed to be giving him 7 months back pay of his cash assistance, which is like, I think he said 200 times 7, so that's like $1,200 to $1,400. So he was asking me how to get the money all out off of the card and then into his bank and off this and and I said, well, you just go to an ATM, but I don't know what the cash removal limit is or anything, but he said he's happy about that. Yeah, so he got the cash assistance, but he's mostly asking about while waiting for his SSI claim. He thinks he can actually use the SSDI claim thing. I don't think the SSI run. He was going on for like 10 minutes about the uh the two things that he should qualify for SSDI. I agree with it completely, but thing is, till he gets the denial letter, he can basically speculate. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna appeal it." You're gonna appeal it, but I wouldn't even appeal it until you see the freaking letter. I mean, literally, if he's just gonna go down, or what if they shoot it down? What? He's gonna wait 3 years? I mean, literally, he's gonna challenge Social Security. I mean, literally. The reason why, so one of the reasons Social Security's got some problems, everyone, is because of the taxes for his home. He's got to be worried about his future. He's afraid he's going to lose his house, But apparently, the lady did that this morning. Love Higgins dearly was questioning how he's living in his house and paying his taxes. He's like, "Oh well, Uncle Sam and Uncle Sam, Uncle Joe, and Uncle what's his name? Uncle Sam, Uncle Joe, and Uncle Don stimulus checks." And then apparently he wasn't supposed to have unemployment, but he applied for unemployment. By the way. Oh, I see Chloe fed you today, huh? See, you got the belly. So I guess Chloe fed him this morning without me knowing, So, anyways, I want to tell you guys about that. So, Anyways, so this morning I got up this morning, like I said, and you know, no, yeah. So, anyways, I'm checking to keep my thing open. So I thought I'd share with you that. Yeah, I agree with you. Poor guy is more likely. It was kind of funny at the same time. He's like, "Oh, I can challenge it." No, the thing is, you can't challenge Social Security disability insurance. Either A, you claim you have the credits, okay, and his credit disappeared like farting, which that's what they're saying. To me, there's something more to the story than. I mean, look, if he has no work credits, he can appeal, and what is the guy going to do? They can. What if they speed up appeal number one? And they basically let it go directly, appeal it, right? See, problem is Higgins. The problem with brother Higgins, I love him dearly, and I'm not going to belittle him. This, Jenna. But the problem is he wants the bigger check instead of the puny check. The problem is they're going to say he waited too long, or you know whatever. I mean, anyone and everyone can apply for SSI and SSDI. They apply for both at the same time. I know this. If one's not approved, the other one usually is, and if the other one isn't approved, one is. So, say for example, Chloe basically got approved on SSI, and then like 3 weeks later, she got approved for SSDI, but still waiting. And then they cut her off 5 months later when everything was settled for SSI. So say they go and they say Higgins doesn't have the work credit, right? And then they turn around and Higgins appeals it, and they look it over, and the appeal could take 30 days, it could take 6 months. Guy reads up everything, and then sends a denial letter back within 30 days. Higgins is just going to feel crushed anyways. And what's going to do? Take the second level appeal, which is the administrative law judge, or appeal it again. And then this time they looked at thoroughly again and with his information. And then let's just say 60 days, they terminate and say, yeah, appeal this error. And then it goes to the administrative law judge. And then he goes to the law judge. And the judge looks at it and says, oh, I mean, I can understand Higgins completely. Well, yeah, but I don't think he wants me to help him with the red tape. I think honestly, yeah, if he could get 52 years back pay. I also think, jokingly aside, with me navigating, I'm trying to tell him what he should do and shouldn't do. I mean, literally, he was antsy to appeal it. The thing is, for all we know, it could be something like we don't see you find you disabled due to the fact you pay taxes. Higgins the other day, right, turned around and told me there was this weird story where he was minding his own business, right, and he's got this camera. Camera picked up a someone peeping into his garage while his garage door is open. So, I mean, I'm trying my best for brother Higgins. I really am. The thing is it's hard. And so I'm here to help Higgins as much as possible. So that is one reason why, when I keep joking with Higgins, I'm like, hey, Higgins, don't forget your little sister, when it comes to gift cards. I mean, literally, today he was actually sincere. He's always sincere, but today it was more sincere of, well, if I really get cash assistance tomorrow, I could buy Ziploc bags. Yeah, you can buy underwear too, dude. Some even take a few dollars and go get something to eat. He's talking about tacos. He's like, I want a 12 pack, then buy a 12 pack. I didn't believe. I mean, back then they were cheap. Now they're like $4.49 each. Then buy yourself a 12 pack of crunchy tacos. I mean, yeah, my plan is I'm going to get Chloe to clean, and I'm going to be live. Unless you got plans. See, I had the Friday and Saturday edition already planned for you. The Sunday edition, I don't know. I feel like too well in the head still. I don't know what it is. Everything I do. Feels like I'm getting up there where I want to sleep more too. Mike and I, we go back a long way, so it's kind of being funny that I got Mike on board to talk to you guys about radios and ham. He also says as a hammer, he won't touch the bow pang. I got to find out what model of that one ham radio. He also told me how to make a plane jack so I can actually get better reception for a ham radio GMRS. He's a radio man, so I finally got some ideas. I have plans. Oh, Chloe's calling. I have plans tomorrow. Really? So you're coming to Washington and you're finally going to marry me? Yes. Right. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it, but yeah, they'll be fine. I'm simple. My stomach can't take meat right now. I don't think so. Or with that and that. So okay. Hopefully, it won't break the bank. Okay. Oh, nothing. Go ahead. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. So the bitch thinks they're not Zoe. Zoe's not a bitch, but um, the bitch calls and she's like, "You're buying a loaf of bread." The last two loaves I bought, she fucking ate the whole damn loaf and ate 2 damn pounds of ham. The way I see it, the bitch owes me. Then I tell the bitch today we need to keep prepping, and she's like, "Oh yes, yes, we will." It's like, no, you won't. You lazy sack of dung. You got money, so you're gonna spend it all. I'm about to fight. I told her when she was getting before I did the start of video before she left. I was gonna press charges. My card's got one fucking penny missing. I'm not tolerating this anymore. I'm not tolerating it when we need to prepping, and she's sitting there like, "Oh, I got in late because she went out when payday and went did the errands, but I was sleeping. So when I woke up, she's like, "Oh, you're sleeping, then you woke up." And I told Higgins outright, "Don't swat the bear. Do not swat the bear. Or don't wake the bear." Higgins said his wakey thing or something in the email. I basically went back and swat Higgins. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. You see, you're going to the beach. The beach where there's all those non-people that not vaccinated, and they're gonna basically get Zoe sick. I'm calling you now. Zoe's gonna get sick from coronavirus from being on a beach. Here. I'm already sick, so I'm staying in. What do you think? Chloe's basically, "Oh, you're not doing good." Yeah, well, my head's hurting. Might have to see a doctor again about this. It's like right around here, and then it's fuzzy, right around here. So I don't know. No, I don't use a shared list. I tell Chloe, Chloe doesn't make a list for anything. I mean, literally, the only thing Chloe did recently is this. Look at this. Money orders for the rent. Yeah. And then I told her she better cough up some money, she went to Ace today and spent she's like, "I spent some of your money, Rita." And I'm like, "Oh, great. I didn't authorize it. I don't want it." what I authorize at the hardware store is not stockpiling non-rechargeable batteries for other gizmos. You see, I buy batteries. I don't buy whatever Chloe wants just because Chloe's got this promise pending. You know, I'm sick. I want to be left alone. You know, look, if you're not feeling too well, you shouldn't go out, Zoe. That's my point. I mean, look, I'm still. I tested positive again, so you think I want to go down to the store and be like, "Hey, everyone," next you know, infect everyone? No, no, I don't. So I'm staying home. So Chloe was like telling me, "Oh, you need to say," and you know what? Chloe doesn't care if she infects everyone as long as she gets what she wants. She doesn't care. I mean, someone joked the other day that if I'm quarantined for so damn long and Chloe keeps bringing it to me, and she's immune and she brings it, transmits it to everyone else, is a problem. So I asked, so Chloe went out today, right? I'm gonna tell you guys stories. Chloe goes out today, right? And she buys. Um, the movie wasn't bad last night. I watched The Robe. You gotta remember, it's the one that Dad and I. So I watched The Robe, and then I watched Ben Hur, and then and the movie. Oh, you mean Dead Man's Walk? Oh, it's always good. Kind of humorous and funny at the same time for being a western. It's actually based off of the Lonesome Dove creator Larry McMurtry, which died this year. I think it was. He died in 2022. Anyways, Larry was a great writer, so he wrote that one, A Lonesome Dove. Then he wrote Streets of Laredo. Then he wrote the prequel series, the beginning of it, called Dead Man's Walk. Comanche Moon. Well, Dead Man's Walk's on Stars, so I watched Dead Man's Walk. And I gotta tell you, Jenny Zoe, yes, had to throw that in there, that it was pretty good. I haven't seen about Forrest Gump, if that's a rental again. Usually they change it up, one provider has another doesn't, but with people back at school, it's a different story. Mm. Let's get to prepping talk, okay? So a lot of you out there, I've gotten emails. They literally stated, oh, we're going into a part where we need to prep because of civil war and everything else. Let me just put it this way, okay? There's people that want to basically prep for civil war, and then there's people that want to prep for civil war. There's people out there that want to prep. Unfortunately, we are at a precipice. We're at an edge, you know, and a lot of people ask me all the time, what are we going to do? I don't know what you're going to do. So one of the things I added yesterday, thanks to Zoe, was Zoe said candles and candlesticks. So I got candle holders and candles. I didn't put candlesticks yet. I was too damn lazy to put that down. But I did some lamp oil, lamp oil and paraffin oil lamp and stuff like that for lamps. And I put some affordable lamps, oil lamps. So we're gonna speed this up today. Your everyday essential stuff is going up. Okay, your laundry detergent up in price. Your Ziploc bags up in price. Your foods, I'm just gonna say foods in general up in price. Your non-essential items down in price. But a lot of people say, well, what if you run out of food? You drink protein shakes. That's gone up in price too, by the way, because it's a protein shake. Nuts, trail mix, snack mix, up in price. Um, some stuff, some foods like flour and sugar sold out. Um, some of it is up in price. Cooking oil up in price. Canned meats like sardines up in price. Other items that are non-essential, survival kits, etc., down in price. Peanut butter, Vienna sausages up in price. Um, we're basically dealing with someone that is watching this carefully for you guys. I'm telling you, it's up in price. You know. Sorry, I'm looking for something. So basically, it keeps moving my damn paper towels. Some of it's realized we need paper towels. I'm gonna call Chloe and ask her if she picked up any paper towels or toilet paper. See her do a full 360 in return. Next door. Watch this. Or she'll go to the gas station, one of the two. You know. So we'll continue with the prepping list in a minute. I have paper coming in, but that's been delayed through Amazon, of course. Yeah, I forgot to ask you. I just woke up. Are you well aware we're out of paper towels and chip paper? Mm-hmm. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Well, you might as well go get some before it gets too late. All right, toodles. So, anyways, Vienna sausages. Oh yeah, she's pissed. See, this is how fucking stupid Chloe is, right? Live with someone who's so damn disabled, they only think of freaking, the radio. She's right there in the bathroom, right? She's like, "Oh yes, I'll get everything." And she thinks about it, and then she forgets it. And then when she's out, she complains about it. All right, so canned chicken breast and water, getting to be sold out. Uh, Vienna sausages, premium salt chicken, canned meat, basically, you know, is still high. I mean, when they say, "Oh, price for drop of this amount," that means nothing. They're not dropping the price. It's like, you want a case, you're going to be paying, so tuna's high in price. Let's just speed this. Mackerel, oysters, canned meats, they're all high. I mean, literally, you're paying through the nose for 12. You're paying double in the nose if you want 24. So what I'm saying is look at these pricing. I'll post the link in a minute down below. So I just want to speed this up for you. Non-essentials like TVs, portable TVs, etc. is, um, you know, um, uh, down in price. But food products like your stuff for baking, your prepping, your yeast, etc., that's up in price. So, then you have your sugars that's high in price. Your real maple syrup. Literally everything. I'm already halfway. Your shampoo, conditioner, your body wash is literally. It says here if I want to use roaming. I'm on my phone's on the T-Mobile. Okay. Shampoo, bar soap. Sold out. Some of it's sold out. Oh, this stuff here they just got in, but they quadrupled price. Now it's like 60 some dollars. So shaving cream claims that there's the shortage of that now. So unless you want to be hairy, fuzzy looking women, razor blades. That's going up too in price. Um, oh yeah, look at this. So the other day I noticed, shaving cream and razor blade was like $14.99, right? They claim it's down in price, but actually they raised it, so they're trying to screw us over here. Advil, naproxen, and Aleve are ibuprofen. They've up in price. Your fishing lures haven't they stayed. People say, well, what do I need fishing lures for? Fishing gear for? If you're a prepper, it's one of your ultimate choices if you wanted to eat protein that way you can catch it. Your candy jar, candy pots have gone up in price. Like I said, portable TV's gone down in price. Your world band radio is literally currently same price. So, these are the non-essential items. First aid kit, they don't think people buy them, so they're staying the same currently. They're actually staying down. Certain survival books, down in price. Coolers went down. Uh, your ramen, if you want a case of ramen or a couple different cases of different flavored, these ramens are the same. The rest of the ramen went up. Toilet paper went up through the roof. By the way, I'm actually looking at most of it says sold out or whatever. Um, Chris's Denny Moore stew gone up in price. The beanie weenies, the little cans of beanie weenies with the little smoked sausages or smoked hot dogs. Those are up in price. Your Bush's baked beans is up in price. That's another form of protein, you see. Then you have your water. Water's gone through the roof too. That's why I keep telling you to get a water filtration system. But this is stuff that you need to look at. I mean, when I do this, electric razors, double A razors, the Norelco's, Remingtons, Walls, Bronze. They are Panasonic. They are currently um, up $2 or so due to the fact that the pricing is people need it. Coffee. There's people that's charging coffee between $20 a can for basic store bought coffee and $9. So Zoe always is joking. Oh well, must be tedious doing this. Well, let me put it this way: without the ideas of the food, you're gonna be screwed. Okay. Some people say that you used to get 24 cans of Spam. Now it's 12, and 12 cans is hard. Well, let me put it this way: they had to cut down in half because the supply makers for Spam and the other Spam company meets is the supply and demand. The supply is low and the demand's high, so they're giving it for 12 pack. Percolators, etc. Bunny food went up in price. Dog food sold out. Chloe was talking about that before leaving. She was trying to pitch to me about the fact that dog food, police scanners down in price. We're getting down to there. Peanuts, nuts, etc. Canned meats, corned beef hash, corned beef, you know, prime rib in a can, etc. Like this. Say, for example, if you want to buy some luncheon meat, the specific luncheon meat, you're paying approximately $100 because they're going for 24 instead of paying 42 to or well 24 for the cheapie for canned meat to 44 for the brand name. You only get 12 cans, so they're putting in 24. Another thing is 6 or 12 cans are very expensive as the Danish hams. You know, but some items are completely and thoroughly sold out. So mm. So basically, this thing is kind of wonky tonight, anyways. I'll just go scroll through, anyways, get it over. So canned meats, ramen. Ramen's gone up. Dehydrated food's gone up. Um, you got to look at it. That ramen went up in price. I'll just look it up through the search engine. But you got to look at the big picture. What's going to happen. Frozen foods, etc. Where food buckets, food pails, they're all going up in price because everyone is panic buying. So basically, what's happening with Amazon is Amazon is screwing up left and right, and a lot of people say, well, why is Amazon screwing up? Because it can. And so, the thing is, you know, I'm just going to look up that one item real quick, the canned meats for you guys, because frankly, the website is really giving me trouble today. So, all right, so there we go. So I wanted to see this because the wait list. Okay, so apparently there's like order 7 in stock. Order soon, otherwise you'll be waiting 6 months. You see, as soon as they get them in, they run out. So this is the problem you have. You know. So, anyways, website's loading really slow right now. Anyways, but I want to check on um. All right, so you got this, and then you got that stuff there, which is very very expensive. I was hoping to get that, but you know what? They're basically ripping you off, everyone. So the tip of the day is don't be ripped off. Oh, so let me see. So what I'm looking for is these items. I just want to see. Apparently, okay. Okay, so there you go. That's what I was looking for right there for you guys to see. I was looking for. Yeah, well, anyways, I'm going to do this, okay? I'm going to go up here to the preppers list. I'm going to post a comment so we can finish this up, all right? So basically what I'm trying to say is food is going through the roof. There's, a lot of people say, oh, well, if we're going to basically see the country, people in the country is trying to turn around and raise the prices so you'd vote differently, right? So you'd vote Republican. Unfortunately, voting Republican on this certain issue is whatever you vote. Please excuse me. I'm trying to get the list. So this list is for you all to model. The model list is right there. Maybe I got allergies. I don't know. Exactly. That's one. That was a movie last night. Prep talk. Yes, prep talk. So with prep talk, we're talking about prepping. Remember? So basically, what we're talking about. Hello, Piper. Thanks again. Uh, Didn't think I forgot you. I just got to get up for a minute, stretch my legs. So basically, I want to say how was my game, my movie. It was pretty good, actually. Um, got to tell you guys a few stories. Chloe's supposed to send gift cards tonight too. Because back to me to prep. Fortunately, prepping is going to get harder and harder. Chloe sent me my dip. She's like, I can't do one can or whatever. So let's see how goes, Piper. Yeah, well, I water. What if you have the water but not the flour? You see where I'm going with this, Piper? I mean, think about it. Have you even looked at food prices? I mean, every month. Let me tell you what's going on for you new preppers out there. I think Piper is not a new prepper. Again, thank you, Piper, for the gift card. Let me just tell you all, if you guys that want to donate, there you can donate to San Juan Island Prepper, and like Piper did, since I can't take my videos channel slow. I'm gonna try to get some reviewers, more reviewers. But let me just tell you what's going on, okay? So you can email me at these email addresses here. At San Juan Island Prepper at yahoo.com. I'll leave it in the comments, or you can comment at San Juan Island Prepper at AOL. Okay, I take suggestions. The list ain't complete, and you think I'm missing something? Let me know. I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm here to basically tell you we have to get things in order. So San Juan Island Prepper at AOL.com. Okay. So basically, right there, that's AOL and Yahoo. Okay, Gmail wouldn't let me have it because, well, they're being damn stingy when it comes to it. And unless I want to pay more money, I was like, you know what? I'll just try these. They're free and they integrate into my email system. So, my main email. I got an email recently being like, "Hey, do you want us to delete your email soon? You almost met the threshold." No. If I maxed out, I'm not paying $2.99 a year for Gmail. They can just go and start deleting it. Or I might cripple the thing. That's why you got to think about what they're trying to do. So that is San Juan Island Prepper at AOL and Yahoo. And let me just say, San Juan Island Prepper. And we take donations too, gift cards. We can test out whatever you want to. If you want someone to thoroughly test the radios that you want us to buy, or you want to buy radios, the thing is we could turn around. Hold on a sec. Breaker 06, you there? Over, Viper. You're breaking up a bit, but I'm glad you got my situation report.
Yes, this is all we have now.
I assume you went to the grocery store, or did you go to the gas station?
Grocery store.
Excellent. I'm glad you're on your way home. I'll see you when you get here. No. Hey, can you hear me still? Seems the battery's low.
Yes, I can see the
So, anyways, apparently these things take 12 hours to charge unless you want to slap in some batteries. That's the only problem you have with these, okay? So, for some of you out there, Piper, I think you're going to love hearing this since you're becoming a normal follower. Is I got a guy coming on next week who's going to be doing StreamYard with me. I'm going to give him the link on Skype, by the way. I told Zoe she can message me anytime on Skype. Oh, yeah, you hear that? You hear what she said? She's got coworker drama. What type of coworker drama do you have? You. From what I understand, you don't. You're a writer, so you don't actually work. Work drama. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. These radios literally can go for 50 miles if it's all open. So far, with obstructions, we got 1 mile. But I've gotten a lot of advice on how to make the radios go faster, but you need a base station, which I have a DMRS license. I can utilize the radios by updating it. One of the things I'll show you, I'll show you, I want to show you is this. I'll show you. You might find this interesting. All right. So basically, I'm going to show you a list shortly. I think you'll find this list to be of an interest. You see, okay. So basically, what we're going to do is, I'll show you, is in a second. Give me a second, Piper. I think you might find this to be interesting. Yeah, beep beep. So basically, all right, I need to try 5 watt up to 50 watt. I think it is. Okay, so I want to show you what I'm thinking. Okay. Well, in a second, I've set up something for you. This takes a minute, and thanks again for your donation. This might help you out immensely. Understand that. Let me. Okay, there we go. So, anyways, let's just speed this up real quick. I want to get my tobacco in, but I want to share with you all my knowledge too. If okay. So I'll have to fix that in a second. Give me a second. This will take me probably about 5 minutes or so, people, but this is well worth it because this is going to help you guys out. Um, I think, all right, this here will help out immensely. I'll show what I'm working on. Like I said, there. All right, so I'll fix that in a second. As I get this done, I think you guys will find out what I'm working on for you preppers is really important. So I'm putting together a list for you preppers out there. It's taking me a minute or two because I got distracted. Plus, the fact I'm trying to do 20 things at once. I think the thing I'm working on here, which won't take too long, which will come in handy for all of you. I got things put together anyways. Let me explain what's going on, okay? I'm going to be testing out radios this month again. Fortunately, between my birthday gift card and the gift card that Piper donated for this, I think Piper is going to find this next list that's almost ready to show you guys. Just click on the link when I'm ready. This list I want Piper to see is very important. Just go by sort or whatever. This list is basically what I'm working on is for you guys on radios. Unfortunately, that's not including MERS or CB radio. Now I know Mike, the one I told you guys about, is going to be meeting with us. He said CB's dead, but he said it's a good time to get into CB as a backup because um, on that. He also told me connecting to a repeater is pretty easy if you know what you're doing. Most ham radios operators also has a GSRM repeater, which the repeater is just something that extends the range further. So while you guys sit there and say, "Oh well, that seems really cool," might be cool, but at the same time, see, I have 3 left to add. I want to show this list to Piper because Piper was asking a question. And this list I'm making, which it's almost done, by the way, Piper. This is how efficient I am. Well, I'll explain the entire thing about what I'm working on and why. And I want to explain to not Piper only, but so there's people out there, okay? And GSRM can go maximum up to approximately 50 watts if you need it. All right. So let's go over to the list. I finished it for Mr. Piper or Miss Piper. And this list is really good. Okay. So let me just say this. Okay. So I just started this list. All right. I got to go in and fix it. It says, do you want to fix and manage list? Yes, I do. The list isn't private. The list is public. There. So this list is I'm actually setting it up so it goes to my home, just in case someone wants to know. Okay, so sort this by low to high because you guys will see the antenna on the other end. It usually comes with an antenna. I didn't add antennas to the list. I can if you guys want me to, but the main thing is I want you guys, especially Piper, to see this list. Okay. All right, so this list is done. Give me a second, Piper. I think you're going to find this to be really interesting. There. So the list basically is a list of GSRM radios, a license to use them for 10 years, okay? So basically, we're running on 0.5 watts to 2 watts, I believe. 2 watts is high band on the high channels, and yet the high channels literally is only going to about a mile with obstructions, with, shrubs and buildings. So what we're trying to do is to make sure this works 3 to 5 miles, we need to test it thoroughly. And the only way to do that is now I know how to do a ground plane here at home. I can turn around and change the radio, up from 5 watts to 15 watts, but I'm going to have to buy multiple radios and multiple adapters. So one of the thing is during a prepping situation, the higher the level, the more, so what I need to do is I need to basically, and they're not cheap. I mean, literally, I gave you the entire list. They go from 5 watts to 50 watts, and 50 is 400. But, the thing is they're saying, well, if you get the right converter to go with it, you can literally go 75 plus miles. And if you hit a repeater, you can go hundreds of miles. So the question, Piper, now, a straight razor with a whetstone for sharpening would last decades. Oh, yeah, well, I'm glad you're enjoying something. I mean, literally, you wouldn't believe how much crap I've had today. I'd, talk to Mikey. Higgins isn't even here. He's basically probably sleeping or he's squatting the bear again. I told him, the other day, that well, everyone's got to do something, I, of course, have my own goals to do eventually, So, anyways, I'm glad finally. So, for some of you out there, that's the list. Hopefully, you guys understand the list was made because those are the things that needs to be done, and we will be working in this as soon as we can. But we also got prep for groceries with grocery prices going through the roof. This is why I keep telling you what's going on. Now, a lot of you out there have always asked, I'm not feeling too well still. I don't know if it's if I have cancer or whatnot, but my brain's not working. It's like right around here, everyone. It's like I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's like a fuzzy feeling. Fuzzy feeling up here for ever. How consistent is it? It's been consistent since I came out of the emergency room. The day after that ER visit, when it started. Oh. I've been having sinus problems lately. A lot of people are saying, well, if it's not sinus, it's something else, but I don't know. Anyways. I will post that soon. You have my receipt? Yep, right in here. Because I'm not buying anything more over the weekend except milk. I ain't spending anything. Here's a cheese. Here.
You got one slice.
$21.
You got one bread loaf. I got one bread loaf.
That's fine. What bread did you get this time?
The Seattle brand sourdough.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. See, I don't complain, guys, about sourdough since I see he got food. I guess you fed him.
Yeah, I fed Boom Boom.
So they put both in here, huh? Ham and turkey in one package.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet that was expensive.
Yep.
Nah, thank God you paid for it, I bet.
Yeah, I did.
How much was it?
I'm not sure right now. I'm not worried about it.
2 pounds of meat on the package, and usually that's like $20 alone. You know, I've never seen them mix it together. You know, but it's an interesting thing. Okay.
Toilet paper, paper towels are there.
Yeah, well, who paid for those? Or likely I
I'll
did.
reimburse you.
You use everything of mine, and then you fucking. Oh wait. Paper towels are right here.
I bought your milk for you.
I was gonna buy my own milk, so there we go. This is a $10 paper. Yes, the 4-pack is all they had. They didn't have anything more than 4-pack.
That is better quality than those rolls we had and they'll last longer. So
last longer my ass. Usually they last a little less than longer. Anyways, gotta get this place cleaned up. So let's get back to prepping, okay? There's 2 problems with prepping, okay? Preppers, problem 1 is a big one. If you're gonna do something, you do it. You don't sit on your ass and you don't wait. The time's coming where you're going to fucking starve. And eventually, if I have to basically defend myself and my food supplies, you know, then I will, because frankly, I'm not allowing freeloaders and buttholes take advantage of me while they didn't prep. So the first key is prep your life. Your life depends on it because no one else is going to help you. People are going to be so desperate they might murder someone just to eat them. That's how bad it's going to get, I think, with the food shortages. Secondly, unless we see a miracle, you know, and I say a miracle, for the party I'm with, yeah, and I'm talking about party in general, you're going to see a lot of crap hit the fan. I mean, you got 68 days to election. You got people turning around. Yeah, Mop, how you doing? You got people turning around and literally not prepping. Literally, they think, oh, well, you know, the government's going to take care of me. No, but Jim Bob's assault rifle might, and that means something. If he's prepping and you're not, and he sees you on his lawn trying to find out about his food supplies, he's gonna be like. I mean, look, we're going down a dark path which we need to prep. Unfortunately, the problem is in this day and age, you guys don't want to listen. I mean, I keep telling Chloe, you want preppers? You want to prep? Then here's how you prep, okay? Please give me a moment. I'm going to go use the restroom, and when I get back, I'm going to use Chloe as an example. You want to go ahead and walk. Okay, everyone. Hopefully you guys... Oh, hold on a sec. Give me 1 second. I need to get something. Okay, everyone. So let me just tell you, Chloe's a freaking dipstick at times. And that is for a reason of loving dipshit at times. Let me just tell you what's going on. First of all, batteries are going dead in these. The reason I got the radios is I do not want Chloe toting the phone around. But T-Mobile wants like $600 for phone service, right? So I'm going to give you guys an example of today's business transaction for you new preppers out there. This is tip time with Rita. Tip time with Rita. First of all, turned around and I've literally came up with a plan for you preppers out there, okay? Here's a simple plan, okay? Let me tell you the plan, okay? The plan goes like this, all right, for you preppers out there. You gotta have food, water, shelter, non-essential items like things you might need, and you need communications, right? So let's break down at Chloe, for example. Chloe said I can use her as an example, okay? So Chloe goes to the store for me, right? She's like, it's only, right? She reminds me of Aaron telling Poppy, it's only $2, for a box of Q-tips, right? Anyways, let's just go over this, okay? Right here, okay? Seattle International bread, right? Well, let's look at this, okay? One loaf of bread, $5.69, right? $5.69, right here. See, this is my bread. My bread is right here, see? Right here, see? My bread, $5.69. Chloe bought her stuff of bread. Now here's the receipt here, so we get to actually look at it. Then, you buy the condiments, right? For payment stage, right? Okay. So you're going to sit there. I want to look at her receipt too, okay? But first, then you have the rest, right? More bread, right? Healthy Select, less salt. See, she chose the Healthy Select stuff. Probably the only thing to have, but $3 a can. Let me just say this: $3 a can. See, $3 a can, right? That tomato soup. That's how sick I am. Right, $3. So they're charging. Hold on. There we go. Then they're charging, right? $5 for a slice of cheese. $5 per thing. Chloe thinks I need 2 slices. So I guess she thinks I'm gonna have grilled cheese for the next 2 or 3 days. Fine by me, see? 8 slices of cheese. Sharp cheddar right here. $5. 8 pieces of cheese. I think there's 8 in here. Yeah, so 8 slices, $5, right? You make a killing in the sandwich market. Now, Chloe, right? For the example, now I get to the example. Chloe's. Oh. Chloe's is this: $5 for bread, $6 for the barbecue sauce, and $11.99 for a loaf of sub ham turkey thing. So basically, it's like ham and turkey sandwich, 2 pounds of it or so, right? I mean, literally. So you sit there and you go to the grocery store, and it costs you over $20 a person, not including your toilet paper, paper towels. How do you cut it down for everyday use? You buy more than one, right? You don't go to the store all the time. Like, I'm good for another week or two, just along with foods, just before I even have to step in foot of a grocery store. When being sick, I thought soup and grilled cheese. Mm-hmm. Fortunately for some people, they think, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Depends on who you are, all right? Now with me, Some say, oh, well, wouldn't you like a grilled turkey or grilled ham and turkey? Yeah, well, it wouldn't be too bad to try grilled ham and turkey. What they do is people don't realize is you lather the butter. You either use cooking oil or you use real butter around the bread, and then you cook it, right? I mean, did you know some people take and they butter the bottom the bottom part, then they put the meat, then they put the cheese, then they put the meat, then they put another piece of cheese, then you put the top of it, then they butter the entire sandwich from top and bottom, for cooking, right? And then they bake it in the oven for 7 to 10 minutes or so until it's golden brown that way, you see, and it works. So, problem is, you got to look at your pricing, okay? So, you say, okay, well, how do I do this or how do I do that? Well, let's just break it down, okay? So, Chloe, of course, wants prep, but she never has. And so she needs to basically realize I'm not supporting her on her food. So she's going to basically either go hungry or she's going to let me handle what she wants and I'll get it ordered within the next few days. I mean, literally. I mean, there's programs out there for you guys to use the food stamps card on Amazon. Well, you have to do it. I mean, look, I still have supplies from the last 2 months, and I'm going to carry more supplies over. So to me, it's a win win situation. Some stuff went up in price, some went down in price, but you got to wait carefully. And so, one of the things I keep telling Chloe, no offense, is if she keeps sending it, she really wants me to do the prepping, she's going to have to basically either send me gift cards or let me get it done because I can't do it. She's um undecisive. And I'm not trying to belittle her. I'm not considering they bad Chloe, but these prices say a story about themselves. And think of it. For example, you could buy yourself some flour and some yeast, and every morning when you get out of bed, I want to tell you prepper's tool. You can make yourself a loaf or two of bread every morning. You spend a few dollars and buy some cooking spray, right? And then you buy the little loaves, or you can buy a full loaf or a little big loaf, and you can make. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Let me show you what I use these. You can buy some of these, right? Look at this. You go and buy a few of these on Amazon. You can do two things with it. You can make mini meatloaves. Mini meatloaves. Look at that. This has been in the family for 30 years. Or, like my mom, she'd make mini meatloaves for us kids. We had our own little individual meatloaves. Probably Zoe's laughing her ass off. Or two, you can make bread with this. I need to find that non-stick metal pans for the preppers list. See, these are things that you need to have on hand. You can make bread out of glass pie pan, but it's not the same. So let's just go over to okay, so we're gonna go over here. Apparently they're trying to sell me Wonder Bread. And then no Wonder was wrong. Okay, so here you go. There you go. So you get two choices here. You get mini bread pans, mini right here, or non-mini. I prefer the mini loaf. So you just choose these, and then they're affordable, and you can use them in toaster ovens. Except you don't want the disposable ones, and you do this because you want these um um for baking. And that's one of the things I'm trying to teach Chloe is you can take and every morning you can even get sourdough starter, and as long as you follow the instructions, you can have your bread made at home cheaper than going and paying $5 a loaf. A lot of you sit there and say, but, is it true? Yes, it is. I mean, you just got to allocate some money for mini loaf breads or meatloaf pans. You do that, you're doing a lot better than most people because the loaf pans people don't think about it. That's why the starter, the sourdough starter, the wheat starter, and the um, so what? This is for an example. You really want that. Sandwich meat. On the other hand, well, you can cut down your costs on a lot of things, like your bread. You can cut out if you just make it at home. And a lot of people say, "Oh, well, what about the electric bill?" Well, the thing is, you got to ask yourself: $5 a month in electricity, or $5 every time you want to buy a loaf of bread. That's the thing you got to ask yourself: how much are you willing to cut your finances to live? That's one of the things. If you like sandwiches, say you have a good stockpile of peanut butter. I mean, then the second thing you might want to invest in, which some people already have, and I'll show you this. I have one, so it's easy for me to tell you this. I just added bread loaf pans to the preppers list because that's how nice I am to you guys. I'm not gonna add another thing to the preppers list tonight, but let me just show you this. Um, for example, um, what is this? All right, so if you look at certain knives, these knives are specialty thing. This one's got a meat hook, right? But these two can be used. No, Evo can be used. This is a bread knife. See, a bread knife. So these knives are designed to cut bread loaves. That's what they're designed for. So this one's also designed to carve meat too. But you get a bread knife to go with your bread loaves. You're doing good. If you have one in the drawer already, then that saves you a few dollars where you don't have to buy a bread knife. I have several bread knives, so the thing is, you need to have look at these pricing because prepping is something that's going to be really bad, and you're going to have to cut corners. And this is why I keep telling Chloe, sourdough starter. You got sourdough starter for bread. Yeah. So basically you can buy a sourdough starter and jar, and you can you know you know you can follow the sourdough starter, and every day you can use the sourdough starter to make your bread, and that's something that you need to learn about because you know so basically that's something. You like sourdough, you basically buy sourdough starter and you use it um you know for your prepping. You can make sourdough every day, and the starter could last a long time. you know Thing is if you don't do that, you're going to be paying $5, $6, $7 or more for a loaf of bread. So it's time to think about making your bread. That's why I keep talking about making your bread, because you need to make your bread. Once you that those things are really good. Good. You know, ideas. I mean, if you want to make bread, you're going to need to learn to get the bread making ingredients and then cut corners. So, for example, you got to cut corners everywhere you can go. Plain and simple. So, that's something I want to teach you guys is if there's a problem, you go and buy the kits and you make the bread yourself. Yeah. So, you know, That's one of your tips. Second tip is keep prepping and keep getting supplies. That includes powdered milk, powdered butter. I mean, you're going to see some stuff expand soon enough, and you're going to want to be very well stocked for it. You know, you're going to have to allocate. That's another thing. You're going to have to allocate. Let me give you an example. When you allocate your food. Say, for example, there's a food scarcity, right? Which they're talking about in 2023, no meats, right? Say you have hundreds and hundreds of canned meats, right? And it lasts a long time, right? You following me so far, new preppers out there? So what do? You turn around and you go and you make your meals. Oatmeal and pancakes for breakfast. For lunch, you can either do beans or ramen. And by the way, one of the prepping tools you need to keep on hand all the time is various sizing of Ziploc bags. It's another prepper's thing. Okay. Then what you do is you take your prepper's kit, including your bread, and you buy your bread. You make your bread every morning, and you do everything, and you figure out how long it takes, right? So you have your breads for the breakfast. If you want to make, whatever, you do that, and then, you don't sit there and another prepper's tool is if you're going to have a panic, you keep basically making sure you get Ziploc bags and you double bag it so there's no ice. And what you do is you basically turn around and you uh, conserve, say, your breakfast sausage and your breakfast bacon for Saturdays and Sundays. So in the Saturdays and Sundays, your high protein days, you use bacon and you use sausage for that and eggs for Saturday and Sunday. The rest of the week, you eat oatmeal pancakes and French toast. Now, think of it this way. You get freshly made bread every day, and you take it and you put it in your little airtight bread container for the fridge, and you start cutting off your bread loaves. Say you need 2 loaves a day, you make 2 loaves. Say then you realize you need to make 3 loaves, so you get another. You make sure you have 2 or 3 or 4 sourdough kits. So say you have like 4 loaves a day you make, right? You can cut off the pieces of loaves of bread, and then you basically roll it in the batter and stuff you need for your French toast. Or you want pancakes one day, French toast another day, oatmeal another, cream of wheat another. Then on the weekends, you use your sausage and your bacon. And then for dinners on Sundays, you use your high protein things like your canned spam. And you live on those while you basically stretch it out because you're going to need to ration. Rationing is going to be the key to survival. You might not like it, but you know what? It's better to ration than to not ration. Another tip I want to share with you noobs out there tonight is this. If and when you go to the grocery store and you see the pricings going through the roof, this is where you go when you spend $50 to $100 for a big, huge old bag of beans, and you start Ziploc bagging your beans, right? You can even freeze your beans in your freezer, take them out as you need it, and defrost them. Then what you do is you put them in a slow cooker or a stove top. I prefer slow cooker, 24 hours. Or, what you do is you soak your beans for 4 to 8 hours. Then you turn your slow cooker off, let it stay in the slow cooker pot overnight. Then you drain the water out, and you take your beans and you drain it all out into a strainer. Always make sure to have a strainer. I always keep 4 strainers on hand. Once you strain it out and you sift through it all, make sure there's no rocks in your beans. You put a new fresh thing. You clean your crock pot, which takes 5 minutes. Dry it off, and then put it back in the insert. And then you put your fresh water and your beans back in it and slow cook it for 8 to 12 hours. While you're cooking it, you let the water boil off a bit. Then you throw in your other things. Say if you want a little mustard to catch up with your beans, I don't. Or you want a little molasses. You always keep molasses just in case you want to put molasses in it. And say you want a little molasses, a little honey, you can make molasses honey beans. You do it that way. Then you have your protein for 3 or 4 days. And then all you have to do is Ziploc bag or get the Tupperware containers, and you put your beans that you made in these Tupperware containers, and you stack them in your fridge. As long as your electricity's working, you stack them in your fridge or you freeze them. And you take your beans out as you need, and you basically put them in the pot, and you slow cook it. And on top of that, with your bread makings, you can also learn how to make your own homemade, which takes time, cornbread, which means you can have cornbread and beans with your supper, and you won't have any problems going to the store and paying $5 for a loaf of bread, or $2 to $7 for um, $2 to $7 for cornbread makings. I mean, literally, when you look at the processed food, it's time you basically pull yourself by the bootstraps and say, I could do better if I basically set everything up at home and you test it out. So, first, the way you test it out, you preppers, is simple. You test it out by literally turning around and you test out a month. Say you want to see if you can do it for a month. So what you do is you time it right, how long it takes to make bread, and you get it down pat. So then once you know something happens, once you get into the routine of your breakfast, then you can get into the routine of your lunches and dinners. Which eventually those skills will help you when you know how to prep your beans, prep your cornbread, prep your loaves of bread in the morning, cook your breakfast, cook everything. Because when it happens, it happens. So, and it's not something I want to share with you all. So I'm going to do this real quick. Be right back. So these prices are just too out of hand. Be right back, everyone. Bathroom run. Take the phone, Kit Kat calls. I will monitor this while using the toilet. So I usually do. Here we go, people. I'm back. So, basically, when I talk about okay, there we go. When I talk about prepping, I'm talking about prepping in general. Okay, prepping in general means cutting your corners, cutting your costs, cutting everything that you need, literally, and making sure that you, the people, are prepped and ready to roll. Yeah, basically prepped and ready to roll. So, what does that mean exactly? It means um, you guys got to think about pricing. Literally, the pricing is literally ludicrous. The pricing is severely ludicrous. And to get this done properly, you need to cut corners by looking at your receipts and going, do I want to pay $4 for TV dinner or $8 for TV dinner, or do I want to pay less? I mean, literally, when you look at the giant big picture here, you're looking at the picture of how much money can you save literally and justifiably for um, for food, and you go from there. So that's something I want to share with you all right, share with you all. I mean, literally. So basically, think of it this way: share with you all. The American people are looking, and they could basically cut their grocery bill down, but they want to complain about it. The best course of action when you're prepping is to start learning prepping skills that can help you, like making breads. And if you have time and you're near a lake or stream, update your fishing skills. Figure out what the fish take to bite, and start getting some extra protein that way, so you know what happens, so you can fish and fish and fish and fish and go from there, and etc., and down the list, and blah blah blah. So, anyways, so that is something I highly recommend. So, since you guys are there, I'm gonna call my dad for a minute because there's one person watching and no one else. So let's just call Dad. Um, get this over with. Friday night, so hopefully it's something. Movie time. I already watched The Robe and Ben Hur. It was free. There was commercials for once. Hello. Well, you usually call between 9 and 9:30, and it's 9:40, so I figure, I better do the honors. So, what is it? Coffee or tea night? Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. Ah, so that'll be what Monday's project? He already doing it tomorrow. Yeah. So that cuts into your movie time yet again. Oh, yeah, yeah, here and there. So I assume you finally watched The Robe. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know. I was gonna ask you about that. I said Starship Trooper series or the and I was gonna say Ben Hur. That's a long one. I was talking about the Charleston Heston version we didn't see. Yeah, that's an action. Or Jarhead. Just it's called Starship Troopers, the first one. Right. No. Pretty good. They're all action movies. Yeah, well, I'm gonna see the new Thor movie. September 8th, the new Thor movie comes out of Disney, so I'm gonna be watching that. I gotta watch it on the 8th. I think that's like what a Thursday or something like that. That's the movie for me on that day, because I'm not. I didn't go to the. Well, yeah, I seen like three movies in the theater: Top Gun, Thor, and I want to see Thor again. And then the third movie is Bullet Train, and I don't know when that's coming out. And that looks really good. No, yeah, I've seen it. A lot of people say it bombed, but you know what? A movie that bombed might be just a good movie anyway. Look at it. So it depends on who you are. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Exactly. Right. So, anywho, I decided I gotta. Um, I'm gonna buy some yeast and some other stuff. I think I'm gonna teach Chloe how to make bread at home. It's cheaper. I mean, I can't believe $5 for a loaf of bread. Think it. No, well, I was just gonna bake in the oven like my mom used to do. She'd get the fast acting. Also, Aaron used to tell me to buy a sourdough kit. You can make sourdough bread fresh too. So it comes with everything you need. And then, as you know, the sourdough never expires. You let it raise overnight, and then the next morning you make up a mini loaf, and you're good to go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thinking of doing that. Because it's just too expensive. I mean, or her. No offense, she basically sits and says, "But it's only $20." And it's like, yeah, two things of cheese, a loaf of bread. We have the butter to make grilled cheeses, and then it's like two things of cheeses is like $10 for sliced cheese, and it's like $5 for a loaf of bread and something else. It's like, dude, that's just too expensive. You could do it cheaper at home. If you just put your mind to it. And I mean, with my wonky schedule, I could probably just make the bread starter, and then when I got up, put it in the oven and make the bread while I'm having coffee. And by the time my bread's done, let it cool, and I have a loaf of bread every day. Which wouldn't cost me much. A bread maker, they're between $100 and $250. I don't know if I want to buy a specialty bread maker every day. I could, just have to allocate funds for it. You know, but yeah, well, with the price of things, anyways, I can't make my own cheese though. I mean, I don't, I mean, it'd take too long. But bro, you could do little small things. And if you know, if something does happen to the world, you know how to make bread. You can also make cornbread too. And if you make plenty of beans, you can have cornbread and beans with your supper. For your supper. There's plenty of ways of making beans. You can basically use honey or molasses or, yeah, just it's not the end of the world, but still the pricing is, I mean, I want to try to cut corners as much as possible, that's why I was looking, I mean, Chloe spent like 11. Oh yeah, by the way, Campbell's soup was like $3 for a can, $3 for one can. And that was the only type they had. And the other thing that was funny was Chloe spent like $12 just for 2 pounds of mixed meat. It's like ham and turkey combined. It's that Lando Frost, And I was like, oh my god, that's expensive, So to me, it's like, you know, uh, with me, I use like what 2 slices of meat, sandwich meat for a sandwich, whereas Chloe will pile up half a pound just to make one sandwich. So it's like there's no conserving. So that's why I said it's just amazing. So um, anyways, so that's all I had to say about that, pops. I figured I'd check in with you, and get the movies moving along. So there's like 4 or 5 Starship Trooper ones. One of them I believe is a rental, and then there's Jarheads. They're all I think on Stars. I think or HBO free, and go from there. After the Starship Troopers, go to Jarheads, and then after Jarheads, I don't know. But those are the only suggestions I have. I want to see Police Academy, but you can get the first one on Netflix free, and then the next 6 are rentals, and I don't want to rent 6 movies just to watch them again. Yeah, I did at one time, but when I was stupid. In this day and age, you gotta be frugal. So, anyways, is there anything new with you before we go? See, the thing about the FBI giving their own opinion to the judge today about that special master or whatever, dude, I don't know what to make of it. Yeah, maybe. Well, well, yeah, and are they going to publish it, or is he, because I didn't. I couldn't hear you. I know you said the only one that has executive privilege was Biden right now. That okay, that makes sense. But the thing is the FBI going to publish this, or are they going to do it, or whatever? Mm. So will it get shot down? Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, well, that's what Chloe was talking about today. Chloe was asking about the whole, will the judge side with him? I said, well, if they do that, there's going to be then Americans, if the judge goes with it, okay, hypothetically, that just shows more people are going to vote these arseholes out, in 2022. That's the way it's looking. Yeah, well, hypothetically, of course. All right, well, since there's nothing new on that, and you didn't go to dinner with Gary or do anything creative or constructive except work, that means there's nothing new. Oh, I did talk to my friend Mike today. I got to share this with you. I got an interview with him. I asked him today again about YouTube. He said anytime next week. So I'll be doing a long video session with him because he is been doing this for 50 years apparently. He got his ham license at like 12. So 50 years he's been doing it. He's 68 now. So he's 50 plus years, and he's I'm gonna interview him about what got him into ham radio. He actually showed me an example of ham radio today on his computer where when I was on Skype and he was talking to a guy. It was like Alpha Bravo out of like this Vladivostok, Russia. And it was like, cool, man, you're talking to a Ruski, you know. So it was pretty cool. So I'm going to interview him because I want to know more about ham radio. And finally, just to let you know, Higgins, I emailed him this morning and I said, hey, how to go with your research for food stamps? And Higgins said, oh, the lady told me that I qualify for 7 months of back pay for the cash assistance. It finally came through. It should be in tomorrow. He says, so can I go to the bank and take out all, this is funny. He says, can I go to the ATM, take it all out, put it in an envelope or something like that, and use it as I need because I need Ziploc bags and a few other things. I said, yeah, but if you keep sitting on all that money, it's a different story. Well, he was talking about, I said that means more likely you'll be approved for SSI, and he still thinks, that he should be able to persuade the government to give him more money on SSDI on the grounds that when he applied earlier this year for his disability starting in 2013, he had the work credit. So why is work credits dissolved now? And I said, that's a good question. I'd like to see how that plays out. But usually the government wins anyways, but go ahead and try it if that's what you wish. And he asked me, well, what do you recommend? I said, get the letter first before you freaking even think about counter appealing. He said, if I appeal it, they might just put it through the second time because appeals usually they want us to go through the loops. I said, maybe, but for all we know, it could be something different than that. I said, for all you know, you could be in Red County or you could be in they're basically questioning your finances due to the fact you paid your taxes. Oh, and that's the thing. I asked Higgins today. It was like 6:30 my time in the morning. It was like 9:30 your time. He said the lady ripped him a new one for like 15 minutes, wondering how he paid his taxes for 9 years in his house. And he's like, oh, Uncle Joe and Uncle Don's and Uncle Sam's stimulus checks. I mean, a lady ripped him a new one and stuff. He's like, but I can see why he's worried about his taxes. Due to the fact that, it'd be like you basically sitting there with no job for 9 years, and then you're still paying your taxes, and then one day you're now worried about can you afford your house with SSI, and you gotta be really frugal, But then again, you're already frugal, so you know, to a point. Yeah, I mean, you do eat out, and you do have your coffee because that's your time, but you're really frugal. I mean, to a point, anyways, because look at what you said yesterday. $15,000. You may have the money, but do you really want to pay $15,000 to fix a leak? No, let someone else do it. And and I would agree with you there. I mean, literally, might be 50,000 by the time you pass away, but still, why should you pay for it? Just a simple leak. So yeah, so that's something that, Higgins was talking about. So, anyways, and then he went back to bed, and then I stayed up for a while, and then I got in touch with Mike, and then I went to bed late. So oh, And by the way, can you email me something, Dad, that might help me out here? You said something about chronic fatigue syndrome. Does it affect the brain? Because my brain's been like freaking feeling like numb or above my eyelids or where my eyebrows are. There's like, it feels like it's like fuzzy up there, and it's been fuzzy for 10 days. And, I still tested positive again for the latest variant. So my question is it coronavirus? Is it chronic fatigue syndrome? What is it that's causing me to be fuzzy? I'm feeling kind of wonky. And that's why I was going to ask if you could send me some information on it so I can study it. Because I don't know. Well, let me tell you the other symptoms since you tell me about your symptoms. The problem I have is I'll get up, right? I'll sleep 5 hours. I'll get up. I'll do my YouTube. I'll do this. I'll do my gaming. And then I'll take a nap. Like last night, I actually got off of YouTube after like 2 hours instead of like 8. And then Chloe screaming and yelling at me half. And no, don't worry. It's normal. Chloe does. But she had a reason for it. I was literally sleeping while waiting for my dinner to be cooked, those TV dinners. So I got up, ate my TV dinner, and went back to sleep for 6 hours. I get up this morning and it's early morning, checked my bank balance, made sure money was in it. And then I went back to sleep. Then I get up to go game, and I'm so tired, but I get through the game, and then I talk to Higgins, and then I talk to Mike, and by the time I get done, it's like 2 in the afternoon, and I finally emailed Higgins and said, "Don't poke the bear. The bear's going to sleep." And he's like, "How can the bear use a computer if the bear is still up?" And so I swatted him, swat Higgins, and I went to sleep. But the thing is, I woke up today, and again 5 hours later, and I'm thinking, is it lack of sleep or is it chronic fatigue syndrome? So yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not depressed, I don't think, but uh, yeah. Yeah, look, Dad, you're not useless. You're my father, okay? You're not useless. I feel useless because every time I get up, I'm like, do I want to go back to bed or do I need to slog through the day? So I slog through it, and then at the nighttime, I go to bed, and then I get up, or I'll take a nap and get up, and then back to bed. I mean, I'm getting to sleep, but it's just like I'm feeling so exhausted. It's like ever since I went to the emergency room, I'm literally basically like, ugh. Before then, it was no problem, but after that emergency room visit, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, you know. So, anyways, you take care, okay? We'll talk about this next week. Maybe we can figure something out for me because I am getting concerned. So, all right, Ashley. All they would say is they would tell me to go to the hospital clinic and get it checked out. That's what they would say. Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, I'll do my own research then. I'll check. We'll check in with you next week or something. All right. You take care of yourself. I love you, Dad. All right. Bye bye. Hey, D. Lacey. Good to see you, man. We're talking about prepping. It's good to see you. I still see you sometimes pop up on Instagram. Apparently, you still do videos. I caught one of your videos the other day. I want to say good work, man. Good work. So for you preppers out there, one of the things is I'm Dad's like nagging me about chronic fatigue syndrome. Let's Google it because that's one of the preppers tools and advices I'm going to tell you is if you have YouTube or you have Google, you can do it. Yeah, I saw you the other day. I saw this thing. It's like Lacey Burr Welch was an African American guy, and it was on Instagram. I was like, "Oh, cool! Finally get to put a face to one of my YouTubers." You've been a long way a while. You should know I'm always on here. We're doing newest topics is prepping. We got prep for the SHTF situation. Let's see, fatigue syndrome, um, um, symptoms. There we go. Symptoms. Okay, so chronic with memory, sore throat, headache, dizziness, worse with movement from lying down or sitting. Chronic fatigue syndrome. Okay, so we're googling this. So apparently, sleep that isn't refreshing. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. Difficulty with memory, focus, and concentration. I focus on my video games just fine. Dizziness that worsens with moving from lying down. Yeah, I get a little dizzy at times. That's in the back of my head. Um, there's no single test diagnosis of chronic. You have fatigue. That's how I'm feeling. Problems with memory. I'm okay. As Zoe would say, memory fog, enlarged lymph nodes in your neck and armpits, unexplained muscle or joint pain. I get that from time to time. Dizziness, unrefreshed sleep, and extreme exhaustion after physical or mental exercise. Yeah, I mean, literally doing these videos, basically, at times, basically causes viral infection, immune system problems, hormonal imbalances, and then physical or emotional trauma. I don't have physical. Yeah, well, I have emotional trauma. So emotional trauma imbalances. Nuclear impairment of X causes a disorder on viral infections. That was a thought after going to the emergency room. But most common effects young to middle age. So I'm middle aged. Women who are diagnosed with this syndrome much more often than men, but it may be that women are simply more likely to report the symptoms to a doctor. Lifestyle restrictions increase. Oh yeah, possible complications of CS include lifestyle restrictions. That can be hold up here. Increased work absences, social isolation, and depression. Okay, so this might be what Dad has. So I figured, Zoe, of course, is on the phone with a friend. Apparently, I need to send this out. So, anyways, there we go. Send this to Zoe. So, for some of you out there, preppers out there wondering, we were talking about bread. We were literally talking about, part of prepping is you want to cut your corners. One of the tips is read receipts. And if you don't like something, you cut it out by making it fresh at home, like homemade bread. Thanks. My hair is my hair. It's just gray. It's gray, and I'm getting wiser by the freaking day. It seems that's just about it. I'm still alive. Thank God. Knock on wood. So Higgins, of course, ain't here tonight. He went to bed. He's got to get up early so he can go shopping with his new found fortune of 1,400. The state's giving him while he's waiting for disability, 12 to 1,400. So he's going to be going shopping for Ziploc bags tomorrow. I told him also to go get himself a multi-stack pack of tacos for toxic smell. He was complaining today. It's $4.49 a taco. Well, then don't buy 12 of them. That's $60. I mean, you can buy it cheaper than that. What is like 22 for regular tacos? I mean, come on. I mean, some people out there. So for some of you preppers out there, like I said, the newest tip is if you haven't checked out the preppers list, let me give it to you. I just updated it tonight with bread pans. I'm actually kind of proud that I added to the preppers list. For some of you out there that's new to the prepping, like I think Lacey just came in. I don't know what Lacey's status is on prepping, but we do take donations on Amazon. Like I said, you can email the gift cards if you want to one of my email addresses at San Juan Prepper Yahoo or San Juan Prepper at AOL, and I will get it and I will put a gift card towards prepping supplies, whatever you want me to test, whether it be bread making, whatever. We're here to test out items, make sure it lasts for your prepper's needs. So, I'm not here to boondoggle or freeload. I'm just giving you some guide suggestions. The list is there, by the way, the preppers list. I made a list for Piper. Thanks to Piper. Piper sent a gift card yesterday. Unfortunately, Piper went to walk the dog. I think Piper passed out. 13 hours work too long. Time maker's mark. And then, Zoe, of course, is on the phone still with her friend who's got working trouble. Drama at work. So, Zoe's handling that. Me, of course, I would like to be handling other things. So you're still singing. That's good to know, Lacey. So basically, a D Lacey, I should say. I shouldn't call them D Lacey because that sounds like I'm calling them a woman, we know D. Lacey is a African American man, so I don't want to call them Lace or Lacey. Lace sounds cool, Lace. Just like playing Animal Crossing when you got Harvey saying, "You can call me Harv or V." No, I wonder why no one does what he says. That's cool. Harv, Harv, or V. Instead, no one calls him, but Lace sounds cool. Lace, For some of you out there, um, he's got his food. As you guys can see, I got my little bunny in here. Hey, Boom Boom, you finally are eating, huh? Let's clean me up. Gotta get this thing clean. No, let's move this so you don't. There we go. How you doing, huh? He's like looking at me like, what are you doing? So look at your receipt. Let's just go over for the new preppers out there. The Lacey's here. So I want to go through this again with you guys for a second. This won't take too long. I'm going to give you guys an example, okay? So Chloe turns around, right? It's an old receipt, so let's just do this, okay? She says, "Oh, it's only $20. It's only $20, right? Let's just see, okay?" So Chloe likes lemonade. That's $6 for lemonade. Then you got Ready Whip, which is $4. Then you got hot salsa. Then you have $20 plus whatever it is for frozen food, cookies and these are ice cream. So $6 for ice cream. So you can cut out ice cream by not buying ice cream. Then you got chili, and then you got other stuff, ramen, $6. Mushrooms, $6 for a thing of shiitakes. So basically, you can cut out 99% of this and go differently. This is what? No, raviolis? Oh, no, that's Ready Whip. Okay, so then you look at this, right? Barbecue sauce, $6. Bread, $5. And sandwich meat's $12, or give or take. So that was Chloe's thing today. And then for me, it was bread, cheese, and tomato soup. So my bill was pretty high because 3 cans of soup, some cheese, and a loaf of bread. You can cut the bread out completely by making your own bread. That's the tip, which means you save about $5 every time, and you can use a lot of sourdough and wheat starter. And if you know what you're doing, and you follow instructions, you can have bread made every day, put it in the oven while you have coffee, leaving you to look at the cost of buying these things in the bulk. Literally, I got to check on this because you don't want to pay $3 grocery store. That's why I said you go to either Costco, which I'm going over to Costco for you all now, and I'm going to look up Costco pricing on soups because as a member of Costco, I can have stuff shipped, but I want to make sure that everyone knows. Oh yeah, and I need to go to my browse history because so apparently, okay, all right. So I'm gonna look up soup. So basically, right here, Costco. So, okay, there we go. So basically, right here, there we go. Okay. So basically, say I want to order this, um, the soup. I just want to do this. Okay, so if I just want it regular shipped to me, 2-day shipping fee. So okay, 12. Okay, I want to go over here to okay. Here we go. That's what I was looking for, right? So if I want this, this is going to cost me this, and yeah, so um, a little cheaper than Costco, but you see, I have to look at that, which is cheaper than the grocery store. So um, yeah, so you got to ask yourself, how much are you willing to um, pay? All days, So basically, you got to look at your pricing. You got to look at how much you're willing to spend. Are you willing to spend $3 a can? Or are you willing to order everything in bulk as fast as possible? Because remember, food stamps, as long as they are holding out, people are going to use them. I mean, right now, stuff is being sucked up like crazy because they choose dates like 1st to the 30th for some states, and some states it's the 1st to the 20th. And day 1 and day 2 is already sucked up their stuff, and day 3 is tomorrow. Which reminds me, someone asked me if that we have confirmation food stamps, and I said no the other day due to the fact that you know I'm here to provide a service, Lacey. So that's why I always suggest if anyone wants to send me a gift card, they can, just like Piper did last night. People can send it directly to the 2 email addresses I have for if they're interested, I will use whatever the gift card is for whatever pricing. Here's my email address for anyone who wants to look over the list and tell me I'm missing something. So that's my email address, San Juan Prepper at Yahoo and San Juan Prepper at AOL. That's also where you can send a gift card, and the gift card um, will be applied to buying stuff for prepping needs and prepping tests. I'm not going to use it for my own gain. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm hoping to get a couple new radios this month so we can test them out for long range. So that's something there. So on that aspect, I'm also hoping we can get the prepping supplies needed for prepping. So if you guys are interested, you can go to Amazon. You can do e-gift cards if you wish. No pressure. And the thing is, because I don't have the subscriber base needing for 1,000 for super chats and donations, so that would help out immensely when it comes to you guys learning, the noobs that come. There's people that have thousands and thousands of people or hundreds of thousands. I don't want hundreds of thousands, but I want the poor people to realize, and for them, and that they should listen about cutting costs, because eventually they're not going to be happy if they're not. The thing is, you got to look at the list. So what else can I say? Uh, so you got to look at bread makings. You got to look up everything else. And so while I'm at it, I think I'll go over to the radio forum because I noticed I had some messages the other day. I saw it somewhere recently. Ah, here it is. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, anyways. So, anyways, I just posted my answer to the radio forum on the thing, just so you guys know. I don't know what's going on here in comments. Yeah, I'm ready for dinner. Yes, I am. Oh, hello, Tony. It's okay if you're late. Yes. Are you also signing up for your license for GSRM2? Because I sent you the instructions on Instagram, so you got to look at that. You also got to look over your prepping needs, which I'm trying to set up. Also other things. Yes, I am ready for dinner. But I don't know what happened. Hey, you want to sign up with Prime? Let me get you the Prime link while you're here, Chloe. I can also send it to Instagram. Give me a second. There you go. You just sign up for $6.50. I think here it is. So you go here to this. I will send it to you via for all of you out there, you preppers. $6.50. There you go. If you have a food card, you can order your Prime stuff this way. And it's not just about that. Here's Instagram. I'll send Zoe there. Sorry, Chloe. This. There you go. So you just hit qualify and you go down the list. It'll tell you. That should help Chloe out. I also sent you guys a thing for your GSRM license. You just go to the FCC website. I already sent that too, unless you guys want a copy of it here in the comments. If you're not American, like Tony's from England, the FCC and the food stamp card program thingy doesn't work for him because he's not in America. But for everyone else, it could. The Lacey, I don't know if you have it or not. So I will give you guys the FCC link for some of you out there that's interested in the FCC link. I just sent that. Also sending information on. Right. So this is the FCC link for um, radio. So there you go. Oh, okay. That's why I screwed up. Sorry, I'm just doing some filling paperwork out real quick. Here you go. So I got to do this. So someone was asking me about something, right? So I was trying to set up something, right? Apparently, oh yeah, okay, traffic lights. What the fuck is wrong with these damn people? Yeah, I get it. So apparently the government, fine. Yeah, they're making this fucking difficult, I tell you. Let's do it this way. Create an account without my phone numbers. I already answered all your damn questions. So just to do it, you have to put in your country code. Yeah. Save. Yeah. So to assume law delivery, okay. So for some of you out there, I gotta go check my email again. It should come in soon, I hope. There we go. So apparently, just to do this properly, for a government thing, I'm trying to get a temporary license for ham radio. It said, country code 1. I don't know why they're trying to, yeah. Okay. Register new FRN. What's this? Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. trying to do this real quick for you guys. Fortunately, it's okay. Here we go. You can apply here. Yeah, okay. New user registration. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't say how I'm supposed to do it. No, that's not what we want. We wanted this. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, I was trying to do something, trying to remember how to do this for Chloe, but it won't tell me. Alright, so if I look at this. Oh, here we go. File online. Okay, is this it? Okay, so apparently if I go here. Alright, so I don't get it. I just. Let's see. Alright, so we log in. No, I don't have this, so I don't have that. Entity and individual. Okay, so. Alright, so I see how it works. Alright, so anyways, I sent that information off, so you gotta just fill it out, yada yada yada, and then you can use radio. So I guess with 3 people, no one's commenting, DeLacy's not commenting, Tony's not commenting. I mean, look, we're going through right now to get things set up for the radios, alright? So what's up, Tony? Still prepping, or did you leave too, like Zoe did? I should message Zoe and ask her if she's still with her friend on the phone.
Alright, I'm gonna make your dinner. I'll make your dinner, alright?
It's fine, whatever.
Well, yeah. It's like you don't care. And get your soup pot. It's clean. I put it in there.
Take your time. I'm not really hungry right now. So I'd say cook your own dinner if you wish.
I just feel discouraged.
So,
You're on YouTube. You're on YouTube, so
yeah.
there isn't much I'm gonna do. I mean, it's just let you see on YouTube.
Okay, so anyway, so some guy built, Chloe's probably curious with this. Look at this. Some guy built his office building in the shape of the Enterprise.
Cool. You can't do that with Star. You can do a Star Trek, but you can't do it with Star Wars buildings because Disney would want money for it.
8 hot dogs that use the highest qualities of meat. See, this is real news. You know what's the 8 brands?
If someone had a house built like the Millennium Falcon, Mickey Mouse would sue them.
Applegate Farms Great Organic Uncured Beef Hot Dog. You know, I haven't had a hot dog in a while either, peeps. Upton's Natural Hot Dog Vegan. If it's vegan, it ain't a hot dog. Uncured grass-fed beef hot dog, Organic Valley. Those look pretty damn tasty. Bell and Evans Uncured Organic Chicken Franks. Yeah, if you want a chicken dog. Organic Valley Uncured Pasteurized Raised Turkey Hot Dogs. Again, that's not a hot dog, by the way, Mike. Applegate Natural Stadium Beef Pork Hot Dogs. Again, semi-hot dog. Life Light Smart Hot Dogs. Plant-based. Sorry, but I am not a vegan, so I'm not going to eat a vegan dog. And the number 18 is the 365 Organic Uncured Grass-Fed Beef Hot Dog. You know, I miss what I miss the most is those quarter pounders for Safeway. You know, those things were damn good hot dogs, I tell you. Yeah, I'm an aficionado in hot dogs.
Yeah, you like your hot dogs. You like the brats, too.
Yeah, when they're not too expensive. Nowadays, you can't get hot dogs anyways. Here we go. I'm at Costco. I remember Costco. I just want to look. Beef dinner franks. So to get a delivery, you got to spend $100 or more to get it. So I'd have to spend $100 for beef hot dogs. You know, I love good beef hot dog. Then I'd have to spend approximately my 10 packages of these, which would give me beef dinner franks. What are these ones? These are beef hot dogs. These are beef dinner franks. Quarter pounders, and then these are quarter pound Polish sausage links. So Polish sausage dogs, you know. So for like $100, you'd have to spend $100 just for these hot dogs. So I'd have to buy like approximately like 12 packages of hot dogs just to get those. Oh, they have Foster Farms turkey dogs. No thanks, I don't want turkey dogs. And look at this: 2 ounce. 1/8 pound, 8 count, 4 packs, $70. So you get 32 total of plant-based hot dogs. I'm sorry to say, but if it is plant-based meat, it ain't no hot dog. That ain't no hot dog. That ain't no hot dog. That ain't no hot dog.
You're trying to sound like Raul.
I don't know. I just had to throw that out there. You know, DeLacy, good to see you, by the way. You know, with Zoe. Oh yeah, Zoe's still around. I didn't get the message. Her. Yeah. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to log off, anyways, peeps, because I'm tired. I'm tired. getting wore out. It's 2.5 hours. There's no comments. I mean, literally.
A movie,
I don't want a movie. I was a game.
Oh, okay, game would be great too.
Moppy's house needs to be paid off. You shouldn't be running yourself there. I might use the toilet too while I wait. So give me a second, peeps. I sent Zoe a message. I think Zoe fell asleep. She's been doing a phone drama and there's no comments. So this tranny's basically showing she's got a cooter, so she's basically showing off her ass and her panties on Instagram. Personally, I think this is you know.
So they get the operation all to show it off and be a whore online.
Well, you do know most trannies are whores. You know this.
Yeah, they're doing it for a fetish and then showing it off. And then the closet gays do it to get fucked every day.
It's the world we live in. We're supposed to accept and pay for the sex changes. Otherwise, it's
whatever happened to a world where only true trans people transition? Those who felt trapped in the wrong body.
It doesn't matter anymore. If you're gay, you can have a sex change. If you're lesbian, you can have a sex change. If you're a cross-dresser, you can have a sex change. In this day and age, the government wants that. This is why, okay, let me just tell you this before I run to the toilet again, okay? This is why you have a lot of people wanting to overthrow the government. The truth is, and I don't want Chloe interrupting here, the truth is these people here that claim they're Christians, they're not Christians. They don't want to accept anything. They want to say, oh, we're Christian, we believe in the Bible, we thump the Bible, we kick the Bible, we tell you you're going to hell. But truthfully, truth is, why is these Republicans the way they are? I'll tell you. It's because A, they don't want to pay for sex changes. B, they don't want to see kids being raised with 2 mommies or 2 daddies. 3, they don't want Chloe to be on disability. They don't want Higgins on disability. They don't want me on disability. They don't want Sister Sarah on disability. By the way, I have a sister Sarah. They don't want free internet. They don't want people to get free internet, free phone, free rent, water, garbage, sewer, and trash. Why? It's because they want to sit there and they want to basically bitch. So what happens? This is why we're in basically a hurting country. The problem is we're hurting because there's too many people getting handouts. And the Republican middle class workers are working their ass off to pay for these freeloaders. And because of it, these people are tired of it. So you got the Republicans saying, oh, well, when we get back to House and Senate, we're going to take away everything. And then you got these people on the other side saying, you're not taking away pro-choice. You're not going to take away sex changes. You're going to do it. What are they doing? They're clashing. And if we see what's going to happen, it's either going to be civil war or the Republicans are going to basically bitch and gripe for another 2 years. And the only thing they can do is see the companies. See, the Democrats are getting money from the majority business owners and the food companies and all these things, pharmaceutical. But at the same time, they're basically saying, if you take away all these rights, there's no country left. So the Democrats are using that card, and yet the Republicans, the only thing they have is inflation and gun control. We're going to take away our guns. Thing is, we don't know what's going to happen in 68 days. It's still too early. The problem...
I'm just saying, talk myself, not you.
The problem is Chloe paid $12 for that damn thing of meat. By the way, did you even see my suggestion I said on YouTube earlier? See, Chloe's going to be sending me between $300 and $500, probably like $400, the sweet spot for gift cards. Those gift cards that she sends me tonight or after the electricity's paid is going to go because I pay the internet outright, so it doesn't matter. Problem is Chloe knows that without me doing the gift card thing, she's going to be paying more and more money through everything. I mean, think of it this way, for example. Like I said, the example is, that was $12 for the damn sandwich meat for 2 pounds, right? You do know it's $5 for a loaf of bread. what is the best course of action here? Chloe can get up in the morning. I'm giving you an example here, and I gotta run to the toilet. Chloe can talk for a half hour while on the toilet, but I want to give an example. Chloe could go and buy several of these little things, right? Like my mom used to do. Early morning, she gets up, washes her hands after taking a dump and a piss, goes out, says, "Oh, Rita's still up," right? And then I get ready for bed or whatever, right? Chloe's like, "Oh, we're gonna have club sandwiches, okay?" But what does Chloe do? She goes and buys. She has me because she can't make decisions. Send the gift card. I buy the supplies needed, and then she starts the sourdough starter, right? And that grows every day. So what she does is eventually she goes and every morning she sets every time up. She doesn't care. The kitchen's fully clean. Let's just say kitchen's clean. She goes and gets several of these or the larger ones, and then she starts making sourdough bread. Following the starter and the yeast and everything she needs, puts in the oven. 30 minutes later, it makes it nice after it rises and everything. Like she follows the instructions in an hour. She lets it rise and then she puts it in the oven. Next thing you know, Chloe's got a loaf of bread. She can even take the glass pie pans and make bread that way. She can also learn how to make homemade cornbread with beans. I mean, literally, the pricing of bread alone is basically getting to the point where I remember sourdough being $1.49 and a loaf of bread was 49 cents. Sometimes I'll tell 29 cents, but now look, a loaf of sourdough, one loaf, my loaf right here, my loaf I have open, $5 plus. I mean, literally, just to complain about the whole ordeal, okay? Butter is $7.99 currently a pound. Butter. I mean, literally, look at this. So we got to make grilled cheeses. We have to have the butter. Um, we have to have the butter melted. So we got to go and do this. See, look at this. This is right. This is a fused. So you need this much butter. So what do? You put this butter on the counter, and this butter you peel. And then you open like you got more butter. And then unless you need more butter. So you say, okay, well, what's that saying? Well, let me just tell you, okay? So this butter here will be saved. So $7.99. You can buy butter. But anyways, this right before you use the bathroom, $5 for 8 slices of cheese. $5. I mean, currently you can get 2 pounds of cheese for approximately $9.99 for regular cheddar by Philip. So you got to look as a prepper's tool. How much are you willing to spend, and how much money are you willing to put away and be frugal by making your own bread? For example, bread's easy to make. You just got to focus on bread making. Chloe likes making pizza bread, pizza dough, fresh garlic bread. I mean, think of it. You take my cook pot, right? The one that Chloe's cleaned, right? The one I always keep clean, right? Say Chloe cleans the kitchen tomorrow, stays and cleans the entire house tomorrow. What she can do, she can have this place done in less than 24 hours. She's focused, right? So for example, say I turn around and I make 6 cans of raviolis for us. Chloe would love raviolis, once. By the way, did you go to the pharmacy and get my Tum Med?
I'm getting it tomorrow.
Oh, shit. No wonder why. I was hoping to have it tonight so I can.
Tomorrow.
I gave you the bottle because I'm out. Otherwise, the tomatoes are going to give me nothing but trouble tonight.
Oh, shit.
That's why I needed the med. Anyway.
Yeah. I had so many errands going on today.
Hey, the vet?
Yes.
Who paid it? You or me?
Both. Split it.
So, are they happy to get paid?
All of it's paid. We paid $11.45 each. The bill is $22.90. And then, yeah, I went to the post office. Had to go to Ace to get that stuff. Had to go to the bank to get laundry money. Otherwise, we won't be able to do laundry this weekend. Bobby, let me ask you. Why do you prefer this over kibbles? Yeah, I'm going out again tomorrow. So when you came, I'm going to probably go to bed. So I get up again and do the same thing tomorrow as I did today. Go out. Except I won't be going to the post office more likely. However, there was some girl at the post office wearing like clothes from the 80s. Oh, so that doesn't faze you. Your Majesty? There was some girl at the post office dressed like she was from the 80s. Seriously. She had like a long skirt, teal skirt, right? Pastel color. It was from the 80s. From 80s type t-shirt she had tucked in, right? Yeah. With sneakers on, right? And she had like early Madonna hairstyle. Yeah, it pretty much looked like a younger Madonna in the post office. I was like, holy shit. It's like, what, someone traveled back in the past and brought a younger Madonna back with them to the future? Maybe next month I'm gonna probably see some dude with a crazy 50s crazy rock and roll hairdo. Yeah. Looking like he's from the 1950s.
So, peeps, since there's no one commenting, I guess I'm going to be out because I'm tired of being here for almost 3 hours with no comment. Only got one can of two.
That's all they had was one school cherry. That's all they had is one school cherry. And that's what that one dude working there. He doesn't even really give a shit. There's any in the back. He won't go get it. There's that one girl though. There's some goth girl there who always goes back and gets what I.
Anyways, for some of you out there, I'm sorry you saw me cranky. I needed that med because it's going to give me nothing but help tonight if I do tomato-based meds. Keep the acids down. Without it, the acids will go through the roof. I had a lot of problems, so I guess I'll have to put my grilled cheese and sandwiches and stuff on hold till tomorrow, which means it'll be fine. So
I got to go to bed early, so I get up tomorrow and go to the pharmacy.
yes, you can go to bed all you want early. I don't care. When I go to bed, I go to bed. It just means I don't have ramen tonight either. That'll screw my stomach up. And by the way, this is why for some of you out there, I have a lot of problems eating. So before you sit there and say, oh, that motherfucking a man in a dress, blah, 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 because I hear all the emails all the time. The problem is, Chloe should realize when I gave her the bottle today, fill it. It means my stomach's giving trouble. It was giving me trouble this morning. Instead, I was having trouble last night with mac and cheese and the potatoes I ate with my dinner last night, which was like, what, $6 a TV dinner? I mean, those Marie Callender's are shitty. But at the same time, I figured, okay, Chloe's going to get that's why I was talking on the radios with Mike while Chloe was doing this, the one I was doing the ham radio interview soon. And he's like, oh, don't worry, Chloe will get it done. Well, Chloe should realize without this, I can't eat. So, I could do something else for dinner tonight, but it could also give me stomach upset too. I mean, literally. I'm on a precipice where, I could eat generic crappy chicken soup, but it doesn't, the generic signature brand doesn't taste good. So I wanted to eat real tomato. But now that real tomato's here, I don't have real medication. So, because of it, there's not much I can do. If I eat ramen, then I'm in trouble.
I'm getting you the refill in the morning. I'll just do that and get the refill in the morning on that.
I had mac and cheese the other night. Oh my god, I thought I was going to die eating that too, Pete. But I have enough milk, so I can always find something to eat. It's going to hurt me tonight immensely, I should have took the Max salad. The Max salad gives me trouble too without those pills. Yeah, I think it might be my diet that's giving me my head wonkiness too. I mean, literally, we talked about the disabilities and stuff, but at the same time, that's kind of concerned. I mean, I wanted, I'm gonna look up something anyways, real quick, just because, because I use a creamy tomato soup, So yeah, I'm looking up symptoms,
All right, that's what I told a therapist when she was trying to get me to set up a crisis plan. I told her my crisis plan was, they should find me somewhere to live.
So basically, they're talking about all these homemade soups, but the thing is, I don't want to make homemade soup, No, I'd like to see on that though. See, do they have any of it? Let's look. Chicken and sausage gumbo 12-pack. Can I actually see? Do they have that? Oh yeah, they do. Cool. Yeah, I've been wanting sausage and chicken gumbo. Sausage and chicken gumbo. Mm-hmm. Sausage and chicken gumbo. Mm-hmm. chicken and sausage gumbo. I don't like the healthy thing. Has anyone ever seen those healthy ones? You know, the healthy ones are where you get it right, and
You're healthy what? Healthy food?
I'm talking, okay? I don't like you basically doing your crap.
Healthy food.
Anyways, the problem with the healthy thing is when the Campbells make the healthy thing, they screw you over, people, by cutting out, 90% of the salt. So, that's the thing. I don't like how they say, oh, do you want this? This, they're just doing highway robbery. Grilled chicken and sausage gumbo. See the healthy pack, less salt. Yeah.
One time my mom told me that sugar-free candy gives you gas.
So, one of the prepping tools I'm looking at right now is while I'm waiting is to see what's going on, is I'm looking at the ingredients. I would like to get some bacon too. So, with you guys basically sitting there, I don't know what happened to Zoe. Zoe posted, not Chloe, of course. Zoe posted, she's on the phone with drama. DeLacy's gone. Higgins ain't around today. He's got to get up early. He's looking forward to going shopping. And did did I tell you guys the story about what he emailed me today earlier, everyone? He emailed me complaining about price tacos. One crunchy taco that he wanted, a toxic stink, was $4.49. I said, it's cheaper than that. Just buy a box of, I mean, literally, he hasn't eaten out in 9 years, so just go to Toxic Stink, what you do is you go to what is it called? It's groups, right? Taco groups. Here we go. So just go right here. See, you can get $10.99 for this. The taco pack is $17.99. The soft taco pack, the supreme taco pack, $20, and you get what? 6 tacos and 6 Dorito tacos. What the hell? Right there, 12 tacos, 12 soft tacos for $18. That'd be what I'd inhale. Hell, I've seen Chloe put away 24 tacos in one setting.
Yeah, and I regretted it.
I also think, I haven't seen any. I've only seen one burrito thing. There's like a burrito box right here, 5 beefy layer burritos. Whatever happened to, I stopped eating burritos when they stopped giving me the smothered burritos. See, there she goes, back to her room again. See? And you guys worry about me, and I appreciate that. This is why I was talking about taking lunch today, just in case, but I was really worried about the meds, But still. For you new preppers out there, make sure to get your comfort foods, your food that you can prep meals with, and et cetera, go from there. I, on the other hand, need to log off because there's no one commenting, and frankly, I'm going to be miserable the rest of the night, so I'm going to leave you all to think for yourself. You be miserable, mommy? Yep. So, like I said, 2 more days. Oh, yeah, I know what I was going to do before I go. Someone was asking me about that the other day, so let's just get that done. Let me see. This it? Yeah, this is what I was looking for, I think. Yep. One of those nights where I could sleep soundly or take a nap. My father-in-law thinks, that either I'm sick because of my malnutrition or I'm sick because I'm not getting enough proteins. So he's kind of concerned with it in his own opinion. I, on the other hand.
Oh, stay out there.
All right. So apparently they're saying current food assistance will be available on the 4th. So approximately Sunday, food stamps get refilled. That's when I place an order. I was just checking to see about, if it hit, because people are like, oh, has it hit? Has it hit? You should know in an email. So, yes, it will hit in 2 days. So, they've updated it. So, you just got to wait. It's $2.50 is the maximum. So, me, I'm going to order on Amazon. So, but right now, nothing I can do. So, that said, you know, I'm gonna log off because Zoe's no longer around. It's 1 in the morning in there. Higgins is sleeping, and I frankly don't want to loaf around. These long videos are draining, but for some of you out there, remember to keep prepping. Prepping is good. Prepping is great. Um, keep prepping. Buy the stuff that you need to survive. I, on the other hand, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. Uh, get my game started and go from there. So please, if you have any questions, you can email me at San Juan Island Prepper at Yahoo or San Juan Island Prepper at AOL. I do accept gift cards too if that's what you want to do at those email addresses. Those gift cards will come in handy to prep and to keep prepping for the stuff that's needed. If you don't want to donate, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. It was just a thought. I, on the other hand, am tired and I want to get things moving along. So, anyways, with that said, um, just remember we're here to guide you. Check out the list, the preppers list there. Amazon has a preppers list. The preppers list will help you, and the preppers list will be proper for. Um, the preppers list will be proper for you to use as a model, so you can get what you need, whatever you need. Like I said, the tip is if you want to save money, buy yourself stuff. Dad was talking about a bread maker. Frankly, I would not know what type of bread maker to get, so I'd have to do research for you all on that, but it could be done. So, with that said, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. I better go talk to Chloe and then go game until I go to sleep. Um, so yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, everyone. So, it's okay, Tony. So, maybe I'll do a short video tomorrow, depending on Zoe's always got this picnic to go to, so I might skip it. Might skip Sunday too. Just depends on my mood. Depends on what's going on. So, you just got to realize I'm doing this mostly for you preppers, but I'm not trying to make it long either. I have a schedule I must keep, and my schedule is going to be kept sooner or later. So, said everyone, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, if you need to check the list, check the preppers list. Um, and Amazon use it as a model, buy what's needed, and go from there. Because frankly, it's the only way you're going to get ahead. So, is that way. So, with that said, everyone, I want you to think. I want you to act. I want you to think and act. So, in the meantime, I love all of you. And keep prepping like your life depends on it. So, get comfort food. Keep pricing out things. Food's going to go through the roof. Stockpile your canned meats. Stockpile everything you can because it's going to be a bumpy ride. So, I don't want you to be left behind. So, that said, everyone, look for another video tomorrow. Hopefully, that's more stable, more sound. And I will personally get back to you guys tomorrow. As you can see, I'm not doing too well physically. So, well, that said, everyone, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. It's also fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. You'll get new content every day. Keep prepping. Prep like your life depends on it. And remember, comfort foods, canned meats, water, food. Your non-essential items, they're going down in price. Your essential items, toilet paper, paper towel, toiletries going up, food, water, clothing going up. So just prep accordingly. That said, prep like your life depends on it. Thank you. And God bless you in everything you do.